Hello everyone, my name is Adekunle Ogunleye. You are welcome once again to my channel. Today, we are going to be looking at personal development and personal care. Our last discussion, we were looking at how we need to be healed of a trauma in our soul. But today, I am going to practicalize of how we need to focus more on ourselves. And I mentioned that we need to have self-control, self-love, self-worth, self-value, and self-forgiveness and self-respect. I want to build on this by looking at what are the things we need to put in place in order for us to develop ourselves personally and to take care of ourselves. There are three things I want to focus on this morning. First of all, we need to stop blaming. We need to quit blaming in order for us to move forward. We stop blaming ourselves, stop blaming our past, stop blaming our parents, and take responsibility. Blaming is destructive. Secondly, we need to invest in ourselves. We need to invest in new skill. We need to discover ourselves. We need to look at how we can move forward from our past experiences and to become a better person. And that requires investing in ourselves, doing self-analysis, doing who am I, what is my strength, what are my weaknesses, what are the opportunities, and what are the threats that is before me. And doing SWOT analysis and begin to look at the opportunity that I have and begin to develop that. We also need to have a better understanding of how money works. We need to have a better understanding of how to handle money, how to save money. Because in our community, we don't have a better understanding of how money works. And because we don't have a better understanding of how money works, it is also part of what is making us to be impoverished. Also, we need to develop our mindset. We need to start changing our mind. We need to look at what are you thinking about. Change your mindset. Everything you think about, you become. You become what you think about. So your thoughts leads to action. Your action leads to behavior. Your behavior leads to lifestyle. And your lifestyle leads to your destiny. So control your thoughts. Control your thoughts. Take action. Be positive. Be accountable. In order for us to be healed and move forward, not dwelling in the past, focusing on new opportunity that will make you a better person. And I will use my own example as an example. But before I go down that line, I also need to emphasize that changing our mindset is one thing. We need to also learn discipline. We need to discipline. Discipline leads to habit. Habit leads to consistency. Consistency leads to growth. And I've always said to us, be consistent. But it starts from discipline. Discipline ourselves, personal discipline. Discipline when we wake up, the time we wake up, how we spend our time, what we use our time for, how we spend money. What is our priority? And in order for us to grow, we need to be consistent. And in order for us to be consistent, we need to develop small good habits. And so you must develop yourself to make yourself uncomfortable. Move away from your comfort zone. Change your environment. Change your environment. Stop doing the same thing all the time. Change your situation. Change your environment. And I will share an example with you. When I was in Nigeria, I finished my secondary school, went to technical college, finished technical college. From there, I decided, am I going to sit at home doing nothing? I realized that my father has a law chambers. And I said to myself, I will be a volunteer in his chambers. So I learned to have a sort of work ethics. He didn't ask me to do it. He didn't prompt me. I just decided. Because I wasn't waiting to waste my time. So I started going to his office. What do? I saw my father as a mentor. I saw him that he has a career. I saw the way he studies, the way he prepares cases, the way he dresses, the way he talks, the way he carries himself. And I began to say to myself, I need to develop myself to take myself to the next level of my life. I was 20 years old then. So I began to go, after finishing my duty at home, I will walk to his office, open his office, clean the office. He has three big rooms. I'll clean it, make sure it's tidy. His client will be waiting for him, get details of the client, ask the reason why they want to visit him. In the morning, I am there at 8 a.m. in the morning. His office is open by 9. I am there 8:30 in the morning. He arrived before 8:30. I collect his daily newspaper. I make sure his position is ready. All the files of his clients are ready. And I begin to look at how to begin to support my father in his career and office. Sometimes he takes me to court. I begin to look at him, the way he addresses the magistrate, the judges in high court. Sometimes even I follow him to appeal court in Ibadan. And this was what I was exposed to. He travels a lot. He travels from Ife to Ibadan, from Ife to Benin, from Ife to Ibokoda, to Akure to Ondo. So I was able to see how my father navigates himself through transportation, driving himself to the court, getting to the court on time. And what skill did I learn? I learned expectation. I learned priority skill. I learned people skill. I learned setting barriers. And I learned resilience and consistency. And also, when my father comes to the office, I'm just paraphrasing all this because it's something I did for over 4 years. Anytime he's paid money, he will hand over the cash and the check to me, and I pay it to the bank, Bankless Bank in Ife then. So I begin to learn how to take money from him, pay it to the bank account. He has two accounts, one account for himself, and there's also the client account. And also how he manages his office. When I discovered that I need to develop other skill, my uncle has a printing press downstairs within my father's office. I learned typing skill with my cousin. She's a professional. I learned shorthand through that just small scenario. And from there, my father was inspired. And a friend of my dad came to my father's office and said, you know what? We need to sponsor him to go to Russia for scholarship. And I won't take much of your time. That will be a next story. But what am I saying? What opportunity do you have? Is there opportunity for you to volunteer? Is there opportunity for you to learn a new skill? Is there opportunity for you to think outside the box? What is needed in the community? How can you help your community? How can you add value to the community? Are there vulnerable people in your community that you can support? So I want to leave it here, and I want you to begin as young people who has a future to begin to reset, to have a better set mindset about life. It is yours once again till we meet, when I will talk to you about what led me from going to my father's office, getting Russia scholarship, and then what happened for that on. See you again. Adekunle is my name. God bless. Bye.